guys, and welcome back to Math the Wizard. Today we're going to do another chemistry topic, specifically learning how to calculate liters to moles and moles to liters using our conversion factors. So, before we figure out how to do that, first we need to know some context. An ideal gas is a theoretical model where gas particles are so small and far apart that their individual size and type don't matter. Because they behave this way at standard temperature and pressure, also known as STP, any ideal gas will occupy exactly 22.4 liters per mole. So, the key idea here is that 1 mole is equal to 22.4 liters at ideal gas at STP. You can check this out at the mathematical relationships portion of your chemistry reference table. This right here will be our main conversion, basically, and we'll go over these over here. So our first conversion factor could be 22.4 liters over 1 mole. This conversion factor is used to convert from moles to liters. Our second conversion factor is 1 mole over 22.4 liters. This conversion factor is used to convert from liters to moles. So, to start off, here are some examples, but without numbers, just variables. So, let's say you want to convert from moles to liters. You have a certain amount of moles, and you want to convert it into liters. So, this is basically dimensional analysis all over again. You eliminate the moles because they cancel each other out, and then you just do x times whatever this is over the 1 mole here, or just over the 1. The same applies for when you're converting from liters to moles. You can eliminate the liters because they cancel each other out, and you multiply x times this 1 divided by 22.4, and you would figure out how many moles you have. And here, our third example is a more general equation for how to figure out either the given volume or the number of moles. So let's do some examples. So the first example here says how many moles are contained in 16.8 liters of xenon, I don't know if I'm saying that right, at STP. So first we need to identify our conversion factor. Well, the question is asking how many moles are contained in 16.8 liters of xenon at STP. So because it says STP, we know that we need to use our conversion factor, which includes the 22.4 liters. So it's asking for moles, given the liters that we have. So we know that we have to go from liters to moles. So what conversion factor is that again? It would be 1 mole over 22.4 liters. If you have a hard time remembering, just think about it like this. The value that you want to convert has to go at the bottom, because that's how you get them to cancel out. So to be more specific, let's say you want to convert moles, right? In your conversion factor, the moles has to be in the denominator in order for them to cancel out. And whenever you're converting liters to moles, you want the liter to be in the denominator in order for them to cancel out. So if you forever forget, just remember, also, there's 1 mole in 22.4 liters and vice versa. So what we can do is, so here's what we have to do. We have to get our given value of liters. So we can do this 2 ways. The first way we can do it is by using this equation up here. The number of moles is equal to the given volume over 22.4 liters. So we don't know how many moles there are, so we can leave that as x. And it's equal to the given volume. And it told us in the question, it's 16.8. So 16.8 liters. And then our constant would be 22.4 liters. These will cancel out, and our x value would end up being 0.75 moles. Now let's try the other method. This would be the dimensional analysis. We know, because of the problem, we have 16.8 liters. And we have to multiply it by our conversion factor, which is 1 mole over 22.4 liters, right? And here we go. We can cross out the liters because they cancel each other out. And we just do 16.8. So I will just rewrite it. 16.8 times 1, the 1 mole, divided by 22.4. And we'll get the same thing as the previous one over here. because it's the same exact structure. So we would get 0.75 moles. And that's how you know your answer is right. Here's a second question. What is the volume? So we're looking for the volume in liters of 576 grams of sulfur dioxide gas at STP. So here's my thinking process. This question wants us to go from grams to liters. But did we learn about that? Did we learn how to go from grams to liters? No. We learned how to go from moles to liters and liters to moles. However, we can still convert the grams into moles and then into liters. So this is our actual process. We need to go from grams to moles to liters. So we need to convert 2 times. So this is what we're going for. Our first step is to convert from the grams to the moles. First, we need to figure out what the GFM of sulfur dioxide is. So we have 1 sulfur atom and 2 oxygen atoms. 1 and 2. Now, what is the average atomic mass of each one? So sulfur has an average atomic mass of 32.06 grams, and oxygen has an average atomic mass of 16. So we do 2 times 16 and we get 32 grams. We add these together and we're going to get 64.06 grams for our GFM. Now that we found our GFM, we have to actually convert the grams into moles. So we have to do our conversion, which is the number of moles is equal to the given mass over the GFM. So our given mass here was 576 grams, and our GFM was 64.06 grams. So we cancel out the grams, and we actually do the division, and we're going to get around 9 moles of sulfur dioxide gas. Now that we did our first conversion, now we can convert these moles into liters. So we just do what we just learned. In order to convert from moles to liters, we want to have the moles at the bottom. Okay, so I'm going to write this in red. We have 9 moles, and we have to multiply it by 1 mole, which is underneath here. And then on top, we have to have the 22.4 liters, because that way we can then cancel out the moles and then do the multiplication, where we do 9 times 22.4 divided by 1. We don't need to do the division by 1 because it's the same thing. So, but if you just want to see it, it would look like this. And our answer would be 201.6 liters. So that's our first method. Our second method is once we figure out the number of moles we have, which we know is 9 moles, we can just do the equation format where we had the number of moles is equal to the given volume over 22.4. So we know that we have 9 moles, right? And it's equal to an unknown value of volume, so you can put an x here, over 22.4, right? So in order to isolate the x variable, we have to multiply 22.4 on both sides, which would cancel it out, 22.4. And now we're left with 9 times 22.4 is equal to the x, which is the same thing as what we had here, which is equal to 201.6 liters. And that's how you know that you are correct.